5 Interesting Facts about Mars. Mars is a topic that space explorers from all around the world frequently discuss. Numerous spacecraft have been dispatched there to conduct research. Some want to use it to land astronauts. That dream would be difficult due to the planet's distance, but it would still be intriguing due to its proximity. So what are some of the most crucial things to understand about Mars? 1. In the distant past, Mars had water. Whether or not there was life on Mars has been a topic of discussion for decades. In truth, observations of canali, the Italian term for channels, on the planet were misunderstood by the astronomer Percival Lowell as proof of artificial canals created by extraterrestrials. It turned out that Lowell's views were limited by the subpar telescope optics of his day and that the canals he perceived were optical swindles. However, several spacecraft have found more evidence of ancient water, such as channels in the ground and rocks that could only have developed in the presence of water. 2. Water on Mars is frozen now. We're really interested in the water issue because it suggests habitability. To put it another way, life as we know it is more likely to exist where there is water. In reality, the current mission of the Curiosity rover on Mars is to look for livable environments, in the past or present. We know for sure that there is ice at the poles, and possibly frosty locations elsewhere on the planet, but Mars' thin atmosphere prevents water from flowing or remaining in large quantities on the surface. If the ice can melt enough water in the summer for long enough to support any microbes, that is the question. 3. The atmosphere over Mars used to be thicker. The red planet needs greater atmosphere in order for water to have flowed in the past. Therefore, in the last few billion years, something must have changed. What? The lighter types of hydrogen must have been stripped off the top of the atmosphere by the sun's energy, scattering the molecules into space. This would reduce the amount of atmosphere close to Mars over time. With the help of NASA's Mars Atmosphere and Volatile Evolution, MAVEN, probe, this issue is being researched in greater detail. The lighter types of hydrogen must have been stripped off the top of the atmosphere by the sun's energy, scattering the molecules into space. This would reduce the amount of atmosphere close to Mars over time. With the help of NASA's Mars Atmosphere and Volatile Evolution, MAVEN, probe, this issue is being researched in greater detail. 4. One of Mars' 2 moons is destined to perish. Phobos and Deimos, 2 asteroid-like moons, orbit the Earth. According to NASA, the majority of scientists think the moons were snatched up long ago and forced into orbit by the gravity of the red planet because their compositions are similar to asteroids found elsewhere in the solar system. But Phobos only lasts a very brief time in the solar system. Phobos will either smash into Mars' surface or rip apart in about 30 million to 50 million years because the planet's tidal force will be too great for it to withstand. 5. Mars is partially present on Earth. Remember the low gravity on Mars that we talked about? In the past, the planet has been hit by large asteroids, just like Earth. Most of the debris fell back on the planet, but some of it was ejected into space. That sparked an incredible journey where the debris moved around the solar system and in some cases, landed on Earth. The technical name for these meteorites is called S&C, shergottites, nuclites, chassignites, types of geologic composition. Gases trapped in some of these meteorites has been practically identical to what NASA's Viking lander sampled on the red planet in the 1970s and 1980s.